around and find out, basically. So let's get this started. Here we go.
The Universal Hot Crazy Matrix. It's everything a young man needs to know about women. I've developed this on my own over 46 years of living on the earth. Hot is, as usual, measured from 0 to 10. Crazy is measured from 4 to 10 because, of course, there's no such thing as a woman.
So this is talking about hot versus crazy women, okay?
Woman who's not at least 4 crazy. This is your hot crazy line right here. Very important that you keep in mind where the hot crazy line is. This is your no-go zone. We do not hang around and marry women who are not, at least in our mind, a 5. We just rule this out. Life is better this way. This is your fun zone. You want to move out of the fun zone to a more permanent location. Above the crazy line, we have the danger zone. This is your redheads, your strippers, anyone named Tiffany, hairdressers. This is where your car gets keyed. You get a
Let's go back.
The danger zone. This is your
The danger zone includes the following:
redheads, your strippers,
redheads, strippers, anybody named Tiffany.
anyone named Tiffany, hairdressers. This is where your car gets keyed. You get a bunny in the pot, tires get slashed, and you wind up in jail.
I don't know what bunny in a pot means. I feel like you get a girl pregnant is what that means, but I don't know what bunny in a pot means.
At this point, understand something. Any woman that you have previously located on this chart can vanish from that location and appear anywhere else on the chart. Above an 8 hot, about a 7 crazy. This is your date zone. These are women that you introduce to your friends and your family. Reasonably not crazy most of the time.
Yeah.
Now, above an 8 hot and between about a 7 and a 5 crazy, this is your wife zone. This
This guy has a full chart based on women. Like, he's got the no-go zone, the danger zone, date zone, fun zone, wife zone. And I can't wait to see what this little zone right here is. But it's accurate. It's fucking accurate.
zone is not scaled to size. Below a 5 crazy and above an 8 hot, this is your unicorn zone. These things don't exist. If you find a unicorn, please capture it safely, keep it alive. We'd like to study it and maybe look at how to replicate that. I was explaining this to a guy one time, and he said, wait a minute. I met this girl.
Look, I met a unicorn in my life. Her name was Heather. She was just a beautiful woman. She did everything. She was very sincere. She was very loving, very soft. Didn't have any facial piercings. Didn't care about politics. She was perfect. And you know what? I fucked it up because I moved on in my life with work and a promotion. I did ask her to come with me, and she didn't want to because her mother lived above her in her apartment, and she didn't want to leave her mother. And today, if that didn't happen, I'd probably still be with her. We'd be married, we'd have a kid, and we'd have a great life in the home that I have now. So that is my unicorn. I met one unicorn in my life.
And she's like smoking hot. She's like at least a 9, and she's chill. She's totally cool. I said, you should be careful. That's a dude. You're talking to a tranny. Down here.
You're talking to a tranny. Come on, bro. So the unicorn I met is not a tranny. Like, seriously, she was a girl. Trust me. She was a girl.
Below a 4 crazy and above an 8 hot, you're probably talking to a dude.
For the women watching, is there a male version of that? I mean,
Yeah, it's a little simpler, but we can do it real quick. It doesn't take very long at all. You got your cute axis and you got your money axis, okay? Women have a very large no-go zone. This is for dudes who are neither hot nor have a lot of money. This is the husband section. Once you cross a line and have sufficient amounts of money, it is no longer relevant how hot you are. And women have a fun zone here where a dude is broke but hot. That is the
Like, the guy talking to him and hosting this couldn't even keep it together. Like, He's so accurate. Like, this is so accurate. It aligns with all these women who are like, you have to be so tall, you have to make this much money. And what's the craze now? The craze now is all these these whores are posting videos where you need to in order to date me, you need to give me money first and deposit money before we go on a date. That's called prostitution. That's called prostitution, man. You know what I mean? What happened to the days where you just met somebody? And the girl I was talking about, Heather, who is just one of the sweetest women I have ever met in my life. Just a sweet human being. Very soft-spoken, just a beautiful person. She was wonderful. I met her on Yahoo Personals. And this was back in the early 2000s. Yahoo Personals, right? I don't recommend going on there now. But that's where I met her, and she was a phenomenal person. I love her to death. And there's days where I'm like, should I go back and try to find her and meet her again? Because she was a unicorn to me. A unicorn. But he's making this guy laugh his ass off, because it is. Literally today, women are all about money and not about personality. And just like being in a relationship and just being in love with somebody. It's about money and stature.
Cute versus rich matrix for women. Universal hot crazy.
And that's how crazy women are today. They're crazy. That's what women do today. They are fucking crazy.